カイト、ミュウの言う通りだと思う。話せることは話した方がいい。
Well, that started off quickly. Welcome to my life as an NPC. I am Carbon Scythe, and we're going to play Digimon Survive. And apparently, it just starts off right away. So let's get into it, shall we?
わかった。けど、俺たちだってよくわかんねえんだよ。
I don't remember what they're talking about, but most likely we're teaching Miyu about the dangers of the digital world. Yeah, that sounds like it. Yep.
だから言ったでしょ。この世界は本当に危険なんだよ。うちそんなの全然知らなかった。
It really does suck when you're left in the dark, but in your case, you actually left without us and refused to listen, so it's just a sucky situation. Miyu looks completely horrified. Not that I blame her, having just learned about this. Honestly, I'm not sure I'm over it either. I remember the dark arms reaching for Ryu. Countless kids got grabbed by those things. And what? They get to keep their world, apparently. That's what Digimon said, right? Yeah, but you did explain this last time, right?
だが、もちろんそのようなやり方には賛同などできぬものも多い。例えばわしやこの園内におる者、お主らと共におる者たちもそうじゃろう。
But also, and let me play devil's advocate here, if your entire world, your planet is dependent on it, that you sacrifice someone once every century or whatever, would you do it? Doctor Who wouldn't, as far as I remember. I honestly don't know. I want to live, of course, but that is a big thing to ask. It kind of depends on how they're being sacrificed as well. If they just simply disappear and die, I'm all for it. But if you have to gut them, like the old Aztec religion and things like that, as I understand it, but I'm not a scholar, then hell no. and no god needs my cruelty. Good. Well, unfortunately for you, it's not certain that you have a say in it. Well, unfortunately for you, it's not certain that you have a say in it.
でも、それはつまり、こっちに迷い込んできた子供たちは、誰か生き延びているようにも思えないし、みんなあの連中に生贄にされたってことですか？
そこはわしにも何とも言えぬな。そうそうめったに来るものでもなし、また気がつけば生贄にされ、あるものは消え。
Yeah, Rio he just disappeared. It wasn't sacrificed per se.
消える？
過去には幾度か次元の彼方へ行き来したものもあったとは聞く。
That is something that's very common in Digimon, going back to the human world and then at will go to the digital world.
それは本当ですか？
じゃから詳しくはわしも知らぬ。わしが世界の外に出られたわけでもないしの。
いやでも そうだよ、そうだ。
Why?
伝承が俺たちの世界に残っているから。
Oh, okay. Yeah,
戻って
that
これ
makes
た
sense.
子供がいるってことじゃないか。そうか。そうだ。過去には僕らの世界に戻れた子も、僕らの世界に行けたモンスターもいたかもしれない。獣神の伝承が残ってるからには、そう考えてもおかしくはないよな。ああ。それはつまり、ことによれば、俺も実りの世界に
Depending on what happens, well, isn't that a dandy way of saying that we could, unless you die? Because this is a visual novel, and my choices changes the narrative.
楽しそう。私、さっきのいた世界を覗いてみたい。
And I also heard, I'm not sure if I told you guys already, but one of my friends who play this game told me that Ryu is destined to die in the first playthrough. So you can't actually prevent that in the first run play of the game. You have to play it several times to later see if you can save everyone. I'm not sure I like that.
じゃあつまり帰る手段だってあるかもしれない。
そこで一つわしも思い当たることがある。
Oh?
これはとあるものから実際にわしが聞いた話じゃが、
What's
世
it
界
now?
の境界を曖昧にする術があり、 そ
Oh?
れを使える人間がおるそうじゃ。その術によってかつてこの世界から人間の世界に戻った子供がおる。
Okay, that is kind of contradictory to what we saw in the first episode. When we were going into the tunnel and let's see, there was a whole a thing that made it more difficult to cross over a warding.
わしが話を聞いたそやつは目の前でその境界の扉が開くところを
Who
見
is
た
your friend,
そうじゃ。
I want to know that. We need to talk to that friend.
それはあの変な手のお化けに飲み込まれて消えたわけじゃないんです。
それとはまた違う話だと。
But we still need to fight the attackers here. We cannot have this cutesy goody two shoes, no whatever this is. We need to fight Digimon.
どうしてそんなことが分かったんだ？
Oh right, we already fought Mon Simon and Garurumon. Right. Never mind, I guess.
人間と絆を深めた者はある種の感覚を共有しておっての、
Oh.
その相手の居場所、動向、生き死ににも敏感に感じ取れるそうじゃ。なので扉の向こうで元気に生きておることは分かったようじゃの。
That's awesome.
まあその感覚はいつまでも続くものでもないそうじゃが。
No, especially not if there's a time dilation between the worlds, and like I believe there is. Hundreds of years could pass in a single week, essentially. A single week for the humans in the human world could be a long time in the digital world. So yeah, it's basically... had it been other way around, then they would lose connection right away. But now it's this way, I guess the strand to the human world just simply gets thinner, and it's difficult to hold on because you are running away from them at such a pace. Basically? Does that make sense? I'm not sure.
それじゃあ一緒にいた子供と別れちゃったの？
今の話の流れで言うと、
僕はタクマとそんな風に別れるのは嫌だ。
You only know me for like what, 2 or 3 days? Jeez, clingy.
あ、
界に戻っちゃやだなんて言ってるわけじゃないからね。もし戻れるなら僕も悪魔の世界に連れてってほしいんだ。
Well, we'll see about that. You would have to stay at home pretty much at all times.
そうだね。もし一緒に戻れたなら。
ともかくわしの知ってる話はそんなもんじゃ。
じゃあひょっとすると帰れる可能性だってゼロじゃないのね。
おいおいおい。
Yeah, you need that hope.
とんでもねえ朗報だぜ。
You've been screwed over so many times now. You need that hope to be able to go back.
聞いたか。戻れるかもしれないんだぞ。もっと嬉しそうにしてもいいだろう。
だってここの遊園地の方がずっと楽しいし。
You almost got killed. I think you have your priorities wrong. Sounds like me has some things to work out still. But at least now we have hope.
これで元の世界に帰れるかもしれないな。喜ぶのはまだ早いんじゃないかい。どういうことです？ジジモンさんの説明は聞いた話ばかりじゃないか。
Yeah, that's true.
わしは
Good catch on that,
知ってお
actually.
ることをすべて話したがの。
事実かどうかもわからない。何の確認も取れていない
Well,
話でしょ。
don't blame him for that. This world is strange.
その不思議な感覚でつながるという話も僕にはまだ信じられません。
Shuji's inability to connect with Lopmon probably has something to do with that.
確かに。しかし何の証拠もない話ではない。今の話に挙げたもののことじゃが、奴が人間の子供と仲睦まじくしておった姿はわしもこの目で何度も。
Well, yeah, and that strong bond is what makes the Digimon evolve. Oh, that would have been cool if there were a what's the name? What was it? If you could DNA fuse together with your Digimon, a bond fuse or whatever it's called. Yeah, that would be cool. Kind of like in the Tamers, I believe, but with a Digimon as well.
大昔のことで記憶も曖昧じゃがな。そしてもしその子供が生贄にされたのなら、そのものもまた無事では済むまい。絆を深めた者は運命ももろともとするのじゃ。
That explains why Kudamon died as well. Even if they didn't have a strong bond towards each other, Kudamon was still having a strong bond with Ryu, and that is what killed Kudamon. Fucking hell. Well, we kind of got that anyway, but it still sucks that it's being explained like that. There's no way to save the Digimon.
そやつはまだ生きておる。ここではない世界でその子供が生きておる証じゃ。
やっぱりそういうことだったのね。だからあの時クネモンまで。
亮のことばかりに気を取られてたけど、クネモンはあの時亮と一緒に消滅してしまったよね。
うん、かわいそう。
Yep.
でもそんな術なんて本当にあるんですか？信じられない。
Dude, the only thing you want is to leave. You fucking believe it.
まあ確かに信じられないよな。
It's a lot of hope, but you need it, asshole.
元の世界とこの世界の境界を曖昧にする術を人間の子供が使うなんてさ。
Well, you would have to ask that friend of him, yes?
どうじゃろう。それは結局生贄の儀式や世界の境界について詳しい者に聞くしかあるまい。
詳しいものっているんですか、そんなの。
この世界を滑る者との関係が深いであろう。子供さらいの
They have ties to the being who rules this world? Okay, I was not expecting that. I thought they were some kind of off-branch evil guys. But no, they are the second in command or something for the ruler. God damn.
あんな奴らに冗談じゃない。
待ってください。この世界を滑るもの。
p14, that's my guess.
神とか創造主とかとはまた少々意味合いが異なるが、これは一つの言い伝えじゃが、我々の世界を滑る存在がおるそうじゃ。
And with that said, if a common Digimon like Piedmon were to rule the world, does all other Piedmon just cease to exist? Because their rulers in the previous games series tend to be the only one of their kind. Even in the first adventure series, Devimon pretty much was the only one of his kind. Not that he was a ruler or god, but he was a big bad guy.
もしやするとその存在に問うことができれば、あるいは願いが叶うかもしれぬが。
ぬか喜びさせるようなことはやめてください。結局そんなのますます根拠も確証もない話です。
Damn, you just refuse to be satisfied, huh? Everything is a problem for you.
物を出されても雲をつかむような話じゃないですか。
そうじゃのう。しかし滑るものはともかく、子供さらいの連中ならどうじゃ。
アルケニモンやガルルモンたちに話を聞くんですか。
少なくとも
Alright, Garurumon actually escapes. Well, we're going to convert him into a good guy eventually. Because they wouldn't be able to make this game with Garurumon or one of the original, what was it, 6 or 7, as a bad guy. That would just not be accepted. That's why I don't want them in the games to begin with. At the very least, they know enough to offer a child on an altar and summon the Kinsuku. What's the Kinsuku? Is that the hands?
だとしてもですよ。あんな連中に話を聞きに行くなんて、
Sword.
それこそ自殺行為では。
そうよね。今日だって本当に
Yeah.
なかったんだもの。
Yeah.
でもさ、ワンチャンあのガルルモンとかいうやつなら話せそうじゃね。
Oh. Did it now?
ミノル、本気で言っているのか。
Well, you need information. If you're not going to talk to a Digimon's friend, then yeah, Garurumon.
あいつがどれほど恐ろしいやつだったか、まさか忘れたわけではあるまい。
I mean, Mon Simon was way worse.
でもガルルモンってやつは私たちを見逃そうとしてくれたわよね。
Yeah, that's true. It was just focused on the bonded Digimon, which was weird. Did you feel abandoned? I'm not sure. No, not abandoned. Feel hatred for those who are bonded, but not the children, not the humans. He still either not care, don't care, or still love them. But he hates those who took his place, essentially.
もしかしたら僕らの話を聞いてくれる奴らもいるかもしれないってこと？
ありえん話ではないと思うがの。
しかし
It's easy to see why Shuyu would be concerned about this. At the same time, though, it's not like we have any other leads on how to get home. So, do we approach Garurumon and the kidnappers in spite of the risks? Because it seems like the safest thing to do would be to avoid them at all costs. Then again, if all we do is run and hide, who knows if we will ever manage to get back. But are those really our only options? Maybe we could come up with some alternative. Oh, ask the kidnappers is the wrathful way to do this. Which I conclude, no, it's not. No, not longer a fact, and that it's the Shuji line. And keep thinking. I mean, obviously, but ask the kidnappers. Maybe Garurumon would be helpful, but nah. Run and hide is not gonna help anyone. Fuck you, Shuji. Ask the kidnappers. That's it. It's not wrathful. I don't like that term because it doesn't make sense for the options that has been chosen. But impulsive or passionate, perhaps. That would have been a better wording for it. Wrathful. But I think keep thinking about it is the best way to go. And I hate that I choose this because I'm gonna be stuck with Greymon. But still.
いきなりガルルモンたちに接触しなくても他の方法を考えることはできないかな。
他の方法って
Yeah, that's what I want to know. Do you have an answer for that?
例えばだけど
Yes. This I like. Why didn't I think of that? Of course, that's what it meant with think more.
残念じゃが、あやつの今の居所を知らんのじゃよ。
じゃあダメじゃん。
それじゃあこの世界の他の人たちに知っていることはないか。どんな奴がいるかわかんねえんですか。
Yeah.
この世界にもいいやつ悪いやつすぐ喧嘩するやつっているからね。
そうか。
それに知ってる人がいるかどうかもわからないとなると現実
となるとやっぱりガルルモンたちのところに行くしかないか。
Oh, is that now? So even if we chose run and hide, we would be stopped and made to talk to the kidnappers still. I'm not sure. That is not a good thing.
結局それしかないってことだよな。アルケニモンのやつも昨日思わせぶりなこと言ってたし。
Oh yeah? Well, it's been probably a month for me since we talked to her, so what did she say?
私たちのことを見えって呼んでいたのよね。
にえ、生贄ってことだよな。
I'm not getting it. Of course she called you sacrifices. I mean, yeah, so she knows what's going on, but wasn't that obvious from the start? And we're obviously not gonna talk to Arukenimon.
世界の破壊をそれで正すということは、それはその管理者とも通ずるということじゃ。奴らならば何かわし以上に詳しいことを知っておるのかもしれぬ。
Oh, also, not even going back to that whole, if you could save your world, would you sacrifice someone? Not even would you have to sacrifice someone from your world, you would have to sacrifice someone from a different world. And they don't even have to look anything like you. It could be a big slime ball. And that would be enough. It would be alive. But maybe that would be enough. You know, something completely removed from humanity. Would you be able to sacrifice that?
何にせよ、奴らにしか手がかりがないなら、力ずくでも問いただしてみる価値はある。
やめようよ。すぐそうやって喧嘩っ早いこと言うのは。
Yeah, he's quick to pick fights, alright. I know, right?
本当に兄ちゃん嫌なんだから。
他にどんな
Oh, okay, just mellow about it.
おっかないし、 ろくでもない奴らだけど、会話もできなくもない相手だし。
Not Arukenimon, but maybe Garurumon. Just det. Is Arukenimon going to be accompanied by Mummimon? They are always a pair.
うまく説得とか交渉も。
Negotiate. Oh, we can sacrifice one of us if you tell us the rest of the story.
できるかな。
そもそも話の通じる奴らじゃないんだ。痛みつけて聞き出すしかないな。
だからってそんな。
Garurumon would be able to we would be able to talk to Garurumon because he's not in it for the sacrifices. He doesn't care. He's become a nihilist. Nihilist.
悪いけど、そこは俺もカイトと同意見かな。でも、あいつらとどこでどうやって。
待っていればまたさらいに来るだろう。
それだと、こっちが一方的に不利な時に襲われることだってあるしな。
あまり推奨はできんな。
俺の性にも合わねえ。
春やみゆき、それにミュウが一緒にいることを考えれば、なるべく危険は減らしたい。
Well, we have Digimon that can evolve, so it shouldn't be that much of a problem. Shouldn't, in quotations.
お姉ちゃんはずっと校舎で待っててもいいよ。
And you can kind of level it up, man. It's perfectly fine.
いいよ。
Iyo.
それはダメだ。僕は認めない。
そうね。こっちから乗り込むのはどうかしら。
We confront them? How? We still have to find them.
乗り込むって、奴らの根城がわかるのか？
見当ならついているわ。あいつらが来た北の方向だと海に出ちゃうのよ。
Are you saying that they are either in the ocean or from a different country?
だったらその先には。
海って、ああ、島になってたんだよな、ここは。ってこと
So
は
much talking.
待てよ。
海を渡って乗り込めばいいってことだな。
This sea is vast! What are you thinking? What are you talking about?
しかしどうやって。船や飛行機があるならともかく。
Shellmon, can you evolve into something waterbound?
船とか飛行機ってなんだ？
水の上に浮いたり空を飛んだりする乗り物のことだよ。アグモンたちはそういうのを見たことない？
ないよ。
残念ながら俺もないな。というより、ここにいる誰も知らないと思うぞ。
やっぱりそうだよね。ロープウェイや遊園地まであるんだから、もしかしてと思ったが、そう甘くはねえか。
It's still a chance. Especially if the ruler is looking down on you. They will see what you need and just basically plop it down there.
海の近くだったら泳げるやつもいたはずだけど、まさか連れてってもらうってわけにもいかねえよな。
とても現実的な話ではないと思うわ。その泳げるやつっていうのが巨大なカメで背中に乗せてくれるっていうなら。
I'm not sure Shellmon is a giant turtle, and I'm not sure it can swim. It never gave off that impression. It's more like what else? It's kind of like a snail with a body.
海に潜っていくようなモンスターだったら私たち息が切れてすぐ溺れちゃうしね。
一体どうしたら。
Oh, everyone is... Oh? What do you got?
ミノル、なんだよ急に。
俺、すっげえいいこと思い出したかも。
I'm not sure you do, but let's go.
すっげえいいこと？
前にダムに行った時に地下へ続く入り口みたいなのを見たの覚えてるか？
When we went to the dam, there was this place that went underground. Right?
やたら目立つ模様の入った扉があったとこ。
Right? I remember that.
もしかしてだけど、あそこを通って海の向こうに行けるんじゃねえの？
I think if we went through there, we'd come out on the other side of the ocean. Maybe? I can't picture it. I can't see it in my head.
そうそう。あれって地下水道っていうか、海底トンネルになってるんじゃね？
確かに方角的には合っているかもしれん。
Okay, okay. Some bases.
しかし、あの扉は鍵がかかっていて開かないようだと言っていなかった。
Yeah, but I mean, you got some pretty heavy hitters now. Pretty strong heavy hitters.
これがお主たちのお役に立てればよいのじゃが。
If you have the exact key, I'm gonna kick you in the face.
ジジモン、これ何かの鍵みたいだけど。というか、この目立つ模様って、
Yeah.
確かあの扉に書かれてたのと同じやつじゃ。こ
こを襲ってきた連中が
Oh, did they now? Too convenient. Too convenient.
何に使うものなのかはわしには皆目見当がつかなんだが。
これビンゴじゃね？
どうだろうな。まずは行って確かめないと。ひとまずこれで僕たちにも新しい。
We have a goal. We know where to go. Let's see if we can where we end up. そうだね。
まずはこの鍵が使えるかどうか、それを確かめるんだ。
Well, it has the same marking, so I would assume so.
それから地下水道を通って海の向こうへ行こう。
Let's go. Let's fucking go. Only took us 30 minutes to get there. After getting the key from Digimon, we left the park and returned to the school. In part because it was too late to try the waterway, but mostly because we were exhausted, especially Miyu, who fell asleep just as soon as we got back. Her relief at having Kaido by her side again probably had something to do with it. As for me,
元の世界に戻る方法か。
and all these small specks of dust reminds me of something that happened at work today at the escape room business that I work for. We have cameras in every room and we can see what everyone is doing, but in one of the rooms there was so much dust just flowing around that it looked like there was a snowstorm. I am not kidding you, it looked like a fucking snowstorm. It was kind of insane. I just hope that the renovations are done soon so we can actually clean that place properly. Because what we're doing now is basically just patching it haphazardly together in terms of cleaning it up.
ハグモ、ごめん、起こしちゃった。
大丈夫だよ。タクマは考え事してたの？
考え事っていうか、ようやく自分たちのいた世界に戻れるかもしれないって聞いたから、ちょっと興奮してるのかも。
Good, good, good.
そっか。
Oh, you've had dinner.
ご飯の時はいつもよ
Too
り
bad we didn't. I mean, I would have liked to have that as a cutscene instead of just black or whatever it was just now. Just seeing a picture of them eating, they have to talk about it. Just a small ambience of people eating and chatting, and then just the text that we read about Miyu going to sleep and pretty much direct after.
確かにそうだったかも。ミノルなんてようやく漫画が読めるってワクワクしっぱなしだったしな。
See, that's what I wanted to say. Damn it.
まあ、あの後みんなすぐ寝ちゃったけど。
今日はみんないっぱい頑張ったからな。
そうだね。
でも僕はタクマが一番頑張ったと思うぞ。
Really?
本当だよ。 だってタクマはすごいんだ。僕
I don't know what that is, but hearing Agumon say that really warms my heart.
アグモンも僕の自慢のパートナーだよ。
僕今すっごく嬉しいぞ。ありが
Ah,
話しまして。
it really bothers me that I don't know when the lines are over. Because I refuse to use the auto function because I don't have, I can't read that fast. So I'm going to miss a lot.
二人とも
Oh,
まだ眠らない
hi Aoi.
葵さん、それにラブラモンも。
I'm gonna play fetch.
なんだか楽しそうにおしゃべりしてたみたいね。何の話？
それは
That's cute.
僕とタクマだけの大事な話だからねえタクマ。
Right.
そうだな。
I guess, yeah. Decided I'd feel a little embarrassed telling Aoi and Labramon what we said.
ところで、葵さんたちこそどうしたの？とっくに眠ってると思ってたけど。
そうね。きっとタクマくんと同じ理由かな。
そっか。
心のどこかでずっと元の世界に帰れなかったらどうしよう
Yeah.
不安があった。
Shuyi is filled to the brim with that anxiety. Considering that Ryu was destined to die in the first playthrough, I do worry that the same thing is going on for Shuyi, that we can't save him, or that he's destined to go down the wrong path or something like that. I don't like that kind of gameplay. What's the point of a visual novel where you can choose the outcome if you can't choose the outcome? Basically. Even if you fuck it up, it's your choice to fuck it up. But you gotta give us the choice, man.
やっぱり帰れるかもしれないと思うと嬉しくて。
And no, what I mean is, it would be one thing if some people are supposed to die, but if we can save them in a later gameplay, basically telling us you have to play this an additional time, yeah, that's what sucks. Because someone like me who only play visual novels, playing several times over is kind of exhausting. Even if I do just skip it for the scenes I've already read. But it is so much. I did check out how fast I read online. 160 or 70 words per minute. And I compared that with how many episodes and how much time I was spending on College Kings Season 2 Episode 1. And I also removed 20% of the time because I talk a lot like I do now. And so the first playthrough of College Kings 2 was approximately 40 to 50,000 words. Do that over and over again for the story you've already read. And not even in a year from now when you have forgot some of the story, but right after I'm done with this, I'm supposed to do it again. And it's kind of exhausting, man. But I'm still great stories, but it's still exhausting.
でも同じくらいまだ不安でもあるわ。本当葵
So
大丈夫よ。きっといいえ必ず見つかるわ。
it kind of checks out for Labramon to just interrupt Aoi. Don't be anxious!
僕もそう思う。それにダメだったら見つかるまで一緒に探すよ。
アグモンたちがついてるならきっと大丈夫だな。
そうよね。私たちにはタックマくんとみんながいるものね。
Well, thank you, Aoi. I'm happy to be here for you. Is she gonna blush? If she blush, it's the best episode ever.
私ね。
No?
今日を乗り切れたのは
Wow.
タクマくんのおかげだと
No, she is not blushing, she is sincere. Which is a different kind of lovely. Yeah.
くまくんの存在はこれから私たちみんなの支え
Wow.
になっていく。
She is buttering us up here. We are supposed to fall in love with her. And not Takuma, but we the reader.
だからこれからもよろしくね、
Oof.
たくまくん。
Damn. And he's just a bit. Well, okay. I'll try. Thank you.
ラブラもそろそろ寝よっか。
The only thing that would top this off and make it even better, but it would be kinda weird considering that they're prepubescent and all that. I think. No, they're not prepubescent. Well, then I think not adult. Is if she was just to run up and kiss him on the cheek or something like that. And that would make it a lovely, lovely story, but it would also be kind of weird.
そうしましょう。それじゃ二人ともおやすみなさい。
Well, we'll see now.
おやすみ。
No, nothing like that. Good, good, good.
たくま
yeah,
赤くなってるぞ。
yeah. He's falling for her.
大丈夫だよ。僕らもそろそろ寝よっか。な。
I know Takuma wants to punt Agumon right now, like the small flute balls in Harry Potter. I wasn't expecting Aoi to say. Ooh. I wasn't expecting Aoi to say anything like that. In a way, I better rest to make sure I'm ready for tomorrow. Part 5 begins now. Yeah, he's having trouble sleeping. He's having nightmares and talking in his sleep. No, he's...
私もよくよく嫌われたものだな。
違います。そんな父さんのこと嫌ってなんかいません。
ではなぜ加山の男子としての能力を示すことができんのだ。
次こそは必ず父さんの期待に応えます。
That is not how love or appreciation works, you dumb fuck. I will build a monument in your honor, Dad. No, fuck you. I will live a good and happy life. That is how you honor your parents, you dumb fuck. Yeah. As I said, I don't really approve of how Japanese family relations are portrayed sometimes. They are too monolithic in their portrayal. And it's always the same thing. Unless you can prove that you're better than me, you don't like me, essentially. Fuck you.
修二、お前の分まで僕が頑張るから、お前は無理をしなくていいんだ。
And also that.
兄さんは黙ってろよ。兄さんに僕の気持ちがわかるはずがない。
Surrounded by highly successful people, you being the black sheep because you can't even keep people alive, essentially.
兄さんには僕みたいなできない人間の気持ちなんてわからないんだ。
Self-doubt, self-hatred, not being able to live up to anyone's expectations.
最初からやりたくなかったんだ。僕にできるわけないのに。なんで誰も言ってくれなかったんだ。できないならできないって教えてくれよ。分かってれば僕だってこんなことしなくて済んだのに。
Do this as in leading everyone, or this being something completely different that you're still having regrets about?
修二よ、なぜ諦める？お前はそれでも私の子か？
違います、父さん。
何が違うというのか？
分かってます。僕は父さんの期待を裏切りません。本当です。信じてください。僕だってできます。兄さんと同じくらい。
What is it you can do though? I really need to know that. Enable to fix you. Fix.
だって僕は父さんの息子ですから。だからできます。できるんです。怒らないでください。
Damn it!
お願いします。何でもしますから。
Oh, you're gonna beat him?
頑張ります。だから僕を見捨てないでください。
Just don't abandon me. Okay.
父さんを満足させます。父さんのために頑張ります。嫌だ。
Abandon issues.
見捨てないでください。
Obviously. Okay, so at least it wasn't beaten as far as we can tell. I was. When I was a kid. That sucked. And my other parent, I'm not gonna say who, told the first parent that you can't do that shit here in Sweden. And so they stopped. Eventually. And before the age of 7, I believe, they stopped. My 7 years. But I was still fearful of them for a long time afterwards. I would not be home late. I didn't believe I could stay out because I was afraid of them lashing out, basically. They had instilled quite a lot of fear in me. And once I reached high teens, I believed that, fuck you. If you try to put a hand on me, I will beat you. I was never a angry kid. I would try to ignore all kinds of confrontation, but I did wish the life out of my entire family at points. You know, being a emo kid and all that. But I had no way of expressing myself, so I just locked myself into my room or over at the library and didn't come home until the latest possible hour that was still okay by my parents. Oh, super cute Lopmon. Still sleeping! Because you refuse to accept them into your heart, essentially. Oh, is this the turning point for you? You see that Lopmon is the same as you, and you can't grow, so Lopmon can't grow, and you are putting all of your self-hatred into Lopmon. We knew that, but no, not that. No, actually not. But he is putting all of his self-hatred and projecting it over to Lopmon, and Lopmon is still just trying to be there for him, knowing that you are better than this, Shuyi. Lopmon is a fucking ace. And had to abandon me. Fuck you. That is not how parents should do. This is why I don't become a parent, because... No, that's not it. I would be a great parent, I believe. I would be great caretaker. But I cannot be bothered to take care of someone. I just don't have the strength in me to do it. But I would still be a great role model. In my opinion, because I'm too lax to be angry. But hopefully, Shuyi is growing to be better now. After rescuing Miyu at the amusement park, we went back to the school for a bit. From Digimon, we learned that there might be a way for us to get back to our world. As for the way, we should ask an enemy out there. Who knows more about what's going on. We have to be ready for before we go asking questions. So we're all checking supplies.
たくまくん、何かいいものは見つかった？
それがなかなか見つからなくて。葵さんはどうだった？
私も見つけられなくて。ダメね。
I don't want the free roam because the free roams in this game is kind of lame, honestly.
そんなことないわ。葵はちゃんとやってるもの。
There's no fluidity to it.
ありがとう。
僕たちも見つけられなかったし。
And also I think the free roam in this game is kind of lackluster because there is a fighting aspect to this game, a strategic fighting aspect, which means that we need to find we have to loot everything in order to not die. That's kind of messed up. The free roam is supposed to be optional and not mandatory.
そうだよ。気にしない気にしない。
もう二人は来てたんだな。
That would be something. I should write that down. How you could possibly change that. You could still have an aspect of strategic game like that, but instead of losing straight out and having to fight them again, you still accept the loss, and the game changes according to that, but also something more. Like in this case, your morale, your wrathfulness, or your whatever the third thing is, it could drop a step or something like that, so that the story continues even if you fuck up. Because that's the one thing you don't want in a visual novel, to get stuck.
特に何も見つけられなかったけど、そっちはどうだった？
俺の方もダメだった。校舎って意外と役立つものがないんだな。どうなんだろうな、他のみんなは。
来てないけど。あ。
So what about Shuji?
おはようみんな。
おはよう。おはよう。
おはようございます。
Sounds like Shuji had a nasty dream last night. He must be pretty wiped out.
修二さん、大丈夫ですか？
Yeah.
顔色悪いですけど。
Dreaming about all the mistakes that led to your daddy abandoning you. Yeah, that's fucked up.
寝てる間、上事みたいなこと言ってましたよ。悪夢でも見てたんすか？
いや、大丈夫だ。悪夢なんて見るわけないじゃないか。
And refusing to open up, meaning you can never make friends. Gotcha.
いや、でもその顔色は。
うちは一人でも平気だって言ってるでしょ。
Still a little rebellious kid.
何が起こるかわからないところなんだぞ。お前を一人
You can leave her alone in here.
いいからついてこないで。
おい、ミユ。
あの二人は変わんねえな。安心できそうだよ。
If those two are fighting, then everything is fine.
いや、和んでる場合じゃないだろう。喧嘩してるなら止めないと。
何をしてるんだまったく。
え、ちょっと修二さん。
そこの二人、いつまでもそんな調子だとみんなが困るんだぞ。
うるせえな。兄弟のことに首を突っ込むな。
Yeah, you if anyone should know about it. But I guess you're seeing yourself and your big brother in this whole thing. So that's just triggering you in the wrong way.
二人とも落ち着いて。ユウもお兄さんのことを邪険にしないでさ。
うちは悪くないもん。
And this is, I didn't expect this from before, but it doesn't look like she's younger than him, just that she's been shrunk. And I guess that's what a kid is, a shrunk version of an adult and all that, but she looks, it's just like you used the scale proportion and just went down with it.
修二さん、二人はこれで仲がいいんですし、あまりきつく言わなくていいと思います。
Ah, that's why she doesn't. She still has the exact kind of usefulness to her as others. Maybe that's a Japanese trait. I don't know. But younger European kids are a bit cheeky. That's probably why I think so. If she were younger, if she was European, she would be. Of course, there's slim kids at that age too, but you still have a small amount of baby fat around your face.
そうは言うけど、とにかくあんまり揉めないように。
あれ、みんな揃ってるんだね。私が最後。
No, nothing important.
なんか雰囲気悪い。
大丈夫だよ。せっかくみんなが揃ったし、成果を確認した方がいいかな。
そうしよう。たくま、僕が仕切るよ。
Okay.
お願いします。
Go ahead.
なんだか大変だね。みんな葵みたいにいい子ならいいんだけどね。
Hey, most of us are.
今はまだ仕方ない。信じて見守るだけだ。
そういうものかしらね。
つまり目立った成果はないということだね。僕たちには明確に敵がいるのに、これはまずい。
あいつらの狙いは俺たちを生贄にすることか。
意味わかんない。
そもそも管理者って一体何なんだ？
Yeah, what allows a Digimon to become the caretaker? That is really a really important question.
その人が元凶ということなの？
要するにあれだろ、悪の親玉なわけだよな。
Well, they don't have to be evil. Well, of course we would see them in that way, but if your entire world depends on it, you're in charge of millions and millions, billions in the case of Earth, of individuals, countless of trillions of lives if you include animals, insects and fish and birds and all that. Yeah, if you're in charge of all of that, would you be okay with sacrificing one person once every decade or century? Perhaps. Would it make you evil though?
そんなの絶対危ないじゃん。そうよね。私もちょっと怖いわ。
何言ってんだ。行くしかねえだろ。俺たちは何も知らない。敵のことも襲われる理由もこの世界のことさえも。そんな状態じゃ身を守ることもできやしねえ。とっとと相手の本拠地に乗り込んで知ってることを洗いざらい吐かせるべきだ。
Boom! FBI!
FBI, open up!
言ってることはわかるけど。いいじゃん、いいじゃん。ラスボスに上がり込めだ。
Jump right to the last boss.
お前は留守番だ、ミュウ。
なんでよ。
Because people die, that's why.
危ないからに決まってるだろ。
私たちは心配しないくせに、みーちゃんにはほんと過保護なんだから。
ちょっと待ちたまえ。やっぱり敵の本拠地に乗り込むなんて認められない。危険ではないか。
Well, then you come up with a better plan. That's all you have to do. Come up with a better plan.
ああ、出た出た。また始まったよ。
我々がいるのだから多少の危険は問題ないと思うがな。
たくまは僕
Well, you better protect everyone else, please.
それなりに修羅場はくぐってるしね。
Yeah, right. He's the only one who hasn't been able to digivolve. Of course, he feels left out. Everyone is fine with can do it now. Even Miyu, who just arrived.
それにこんだけ数がいるんだぜ。余裕だっつの。
And the other only one who couldn't do it, died, and was destined to die. So maybe that's what's weighing heavy on you too. If you can't do it, you will die.
確かにフローラモンたちがいれば平気かも。
But you still draw a bad card, Saki. I mean, you got Vegemon, and it's not a bad Digimon per se, except for the parts where it throws poop. But we got Greymon, we got Shellmon. Vegemon is not even comparable. And I mean, Diatrimon is a big vicious bird, like an ostrich or an emu. You can fuck people up with that. Not Leomon, what's your name? Dobermon is supposedly fast, and I mean, you know about Dober dogs? No, what's it called? Dobermans. They are supposed to be vicious dogs, you know. That's why Doberman looks the way it does. And so goes with Kaito's evolution Digimon. It's covered in blades. Vegemon is not standing a chance here, throwing poop at people.
こいつらの力があれば、ちょっとやそっとのことくらい問題ねえだろう。
それは君たちの獣が強いからそう言えるんだろう。
Mine is a fucking teddy bear.
とにかく反対だ。わざわざ危険に飛び込むことはない。他の方法を探すべきだ。
いや、今はこれが最善だ。敵の本拠地に乗り込んで手っ取り早く情報を聞き出すべきだ。
なあタクマ、これまとまらねえんじゃね？お前の意見言ってみてくれよ。
Of course we are. Should we head to the enemy base or look for another way? The first choice is definitely dangerous, but it'd be nice to get some info. The second means finding a safer way to learn about this world. But how exactly? Each option has its pros and cons. I don't see my opinion tipping the scales, but... Okay, so now they're telling us that our option, what we choose, is not going to affect the storyline even. So, this is basically a free pass on doing whatever, gaining a point in whatever thing we want. But honestly, I was going for entering the enemy base, even if it only meant trying to talk to Garurumon. But yeah. Wrathfulness up!
ミノリやカイトの言う通り、敵の本拠地に行くべきだ。
If Saki and Aoi were weighing in on this and telling us what we could do instead, I might have considered it. But no one is coming up with any ideas. We're basically act right now, or do nothing and wait for them to attack us. That's our two options here. Of course we have to go on the offensive.
やっぱそうだよな。
でもそれって戦うことになるよね。私は戦わないで済むならそうしたいけど。
もちろん襲われる危険はあるだろうけど、それはここにいても同じだし。それに敵の親玉を倒すのが目的じゃないよ。話を聞いて危なそうな。
If things get dicey, we can always run. I hope that is true.
そういうことならしんがりは任せてくれ。逃げ道を作るくらい造作もない。
なるほどね。まあそういうことならあんまり危なくはなさそうかな。
君たちはそうやって僕の意見を無視して。
Well, you're being inactive. You're not giving us any choice.
僕の獣が弱いからか。僕が戦えないから。
Your beast, huh?
僕は常に正しく強くあり、みんなを導いていかなければならないのに。
Kaito, kick his ass.
修二、大丈夫？
I'm really curious about what would happen if we were in doing the shooter route here.
とにかく僕たちには敵がいて戦わないとならない。そのために協力しないとならないんだ。
Yes.
無事に帰るためにも。
You just flipped your entire script. What is going on here?
帰れる可能性はあるんだもんな。
わけわかんないまま生贄にされるなんて絶対に嫌だもんね。
僕はもう一度校舎内を探しに行く。みんなも何か対策しておくように。
待ってよ
何も見つからなかったって話だったじゃん。
そういう言い方は良くないぞ。修二は立派に務めを果たしている。
He has duties?
修二さんは頑張ってるわ。
Yeah, that's true. But he's failing all everywhere.
私なんかよりよっぽど。
葵はちゃんとやってるわ。
Yeah!
自信を持って。
ありがとう。
ねえ、たくま。僕たちはどうする？
物を探すのも大切だけど、みんなに話を聞いて状況をまとめたいんだ。アグモンは自由にしてていいよ。
わかった。
It'd be nice if he actually knew something. Oh well. Free action. Let's see what we have here. Cafeteria with Aoi and the Labramon. Nothing there. Those guys. Kids. Shuji. Minoru. Mio. Oh, we can find a those two. A stone rock and a spider. Oh, there's a bunch of Digimon. They are doing something interesting. Well, anyway, that's where I'm cutting off for today. We're going to do the free roam in the next episode. And there's been a lot of talking today, but I feel like that I did a lot of good talking as well. Yeah. Well, I hope you enjoyed this episode of Digimon Survive. Just remember, just because you're not the main character doesn't mean you're not important.